Hey guys, welcome to Denny's. We just had the patch 1.2.4 notes drop for the update coming for the mid-season update. So in this video, we're going to cover everything in the patch notes. And this time I will be skipping the bug fixes just to make it so the video isn't too long because I do take a little bit to read. But yeah, like the video if it helped you out. Subscribe if you feel that I've earned it. I do this every time for every patch, and we're also doing this live on Twitch. So definitely jump down in the description, follow me on Twitch, and then don't forget we're doing an Ines Raya giveaway tomorrow. We're doing two of them. So one is going to be for subscribers only. It's going to be at around 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then the follower only one is going to be at around 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But we're going to be live right as the patch goes live. So let's jump in to the patch notes without waiting too much longer. Let's jump in. So this is on Steam because they did release on Steam first, it seems, before anywhere else. So we're going to look at there first. So we got update 1.2.4. Here are the details on the first Descendant update. Platforms, every single one that it is available for. We're going to start with weapon core unlocking. So weapon core, system that upgrades performance of ultimate weapons, has been added. You need to be at rank 18, complete the subquest disseminating response policy, avoid anomalies, and proceed through NPC Descendant. So this is going to be interesting. You're going to have to be rank 18. So I can't remember if they said anything about that. I think they did, but that's nice there. One level 100 ultimate weapon and one core binder are required to unlock a core. Core binder is going to be what drops from the mission. And then they're probably going to go into that here. So when you unlock a core using the correct weapon and core binder that meet the conditions, 5 core slots will be unlocked. Each slot has an assigned core type. The assigned type unlocked depends on the weapon used, and you may have several of the same type. You can equip core items assigned by the core slot type. It also determines the type of option. Weapons with unlocked cores cannot be dismantled or sold. Interesting. Okay, so they're making it so it's fail-safe from the very start. Basically, this is the different like catalyst slot or sockets, you could say. So you're going to be able to have 5, and then all the weapons have different socket types immediately. So firepower, fire ATK, we knew about all this, all the options list by core type. So you can do a firepower augmentation, a hit augmentation, attribute augmentation, tackle augmentation, precision augmentation, special augmentation, a free augmentation, and this one's anything without any limit. That's going to be very interesting to see how many we can do. If it's like fire rate, for example, with Lepic, how much fire rate we can get. But yeah, all this here. Again, I'm going to have the patch notes in the description as well, so you guys can see this for yourself, but all these different ways, so weak point damage, firearm crit, firearm ATK, attack on Colossus, faction damage, rounds per magazine, fire rate, etc., etc. All the different ways you can get your weapon enhanced. You can equip core items to weapons that had their cores unlocked. When you equip a core item, the option is determined according to the core type. Core items have tiers. They are marked in Roman numerals, e.g. I, and or 1, 2, or 3, excuse me. And higher the tier, the better effect values they have. Each option has set value range. This is kind of like our gamble or gamba system, if you will. It's going to be this here. So it's kind of like weapon readjusting to a degree. You may overwrite a core item already equipped to a slot with another core item. However, this process requires a core particle disruptor. I think it's another thing we're going to get from Void Erosion. When overriding, you may choose from the existing effects and changes effects. If you do not like the new effect, choose to keep the existing one. So you can absolutely keep the existing effect that you rolled for if it's really good. And then the core item and core particle disruptor will be consumed even if you decide to keep the existing effect. Okay. And then where to obtain materials. So obviously, Void Erosion is going to be the big mission for obtaining all these materials. Crafted through research. The core binder is going to be crafted through research after collecting the Void Abyss metal fragments from the new Void Intercept battle and infiltration operations. So not only Void Erosion, but also infiltration operations and Void Intercept battles. They're going to keep the bosses and the infiltration operations relevant, which is nice. And this is the Void Intercept battle and the Void Abyss. This is going to be the new boss, probably not the regular bosses. This will be, Void Abyss metal fragments, so core particle disruptor. Core items can be acquired from Void Erosion Purge. Core items with higher tiers can be found from higher difficulties. So obviously the higher the difficulty you go, the more loot you're going to get as far as this reward. When you reach Master Rank 18, you can see the subquest required. You may proceed to core unlock by talking to the NPC Descendant after completing the quest received from the Descendant instructor. Okay, so this is interesting. So ultimate weapon added basic attribute damage. This is the list. So there's only these weapons here that they actually added, guys, for the elemental damage. All the weapons we already knew. Fire ATK to Divine Punishment, Greg's Reversed, Wave of Light, Restored Relic. Final Masterpiece is Chill, as well as Kingsguard Lance, Clairvoyance, Frostwatcher, Piercing Light, Albion Cavalry. Electric is going to be Excava, Voltia, Blue Beetle, and Hammer and Anvil. Toxic is going to be Python, Fallen Hope, and Sigvor's Proof. So that is the weapon elemental changes, the weapon buffs there. Now we've got Ines. So Ines, Thunder Snare. This is going to be the breakdown for Ines. So new Descendants, you can research blueprints, codes, and materials from the Void Vessel hard difficulty. Her skills, the higher the max MP, the greater the skill critical hit rate. For her passive, critical hits on enemies in a conductor state cause dark current, dealing chain damage to nearby enemies. So you want to do as much crit as you can. That's very important to note. Inflict conductor status to enemies hit by the skill and deal additional damages to enemies hit that are already in conductor state. We knew that. So every time you use an ability, you inflict the debuff onto them, specific to Ines. And then if they have that debuff, you do more damage. Active 1 Chain Lightning, cast a jump lightning effect that affects multiple enemies to deal damage. When there's a single enemy, the lightning jumps between the enemy and Ines repeatedly to deal damage. So it will still do very good single target damage, it seems like, right? And then Lightning Conductor, inflict damage through recurrent coils to nearby enemies and generate coils to all enemies in a conductor state to deal damage. So extra damage for conductor damage. And then Discharge. This is our first charge ability. So you gather electricity, discharge it forward with great force. Damage increases as you charge. You hold the button. And when the button is released at its peak, it deals the most damage. Wonder how long that's going to take. So Snare Hunter throws Plasma Acceleration Coil to cast Thunder Snare where it lands. I've put out an Ines video if you guys want to see Ines and all of her abilities, how they work. I have an Ines focused video on my YouTube from a couple videos ago. Thunder Snare deals damage to the nearby area at regular intervals. It also generates coils covering a broader area at longer intervals to deal damage. Ines enters a short circuit state when using the skill. Short circuit state fixes dark current damage at maximum and increased movement speed. Interesting. So you get movement speed and increased dark current damage. Okay. Skill module number 1. This is skill module 1, Plasma Ball. So this is our Transcendent mod. Unlike the existing passive skill Plasma Oscillation, it does not boost skill critical hit rate, but generates Plasma Ball that defends incoming attacks from enemies for a better stability. Guessing that's maybe a tanky one. The durability of Plasma Ball increases in relation to the max MP. It additionally allows the character hits enemies that have conductors with a skill to deal dark current even without critical hit. Okay, so this is going to be the non-crit build. Interesting. So you're going to be able to hit all enemies without critting. That might be very strong. We're going to have to wait. But yeah, that sounds very good. Inflict conductor status to enemies hit by the skill and deal additional damages to enemies that are already in a conductor state. Yeah. And then you can acquire it from Kingston, Slumber Valley on hard difficulty, Obstructer hard difficulty, and Combine module. So this is probably going to be Obstructer hard difficulty to get her skill module. I'm going to be combining a bunch of mods right away, but if I don't get it, probably run into Obstructer to grab that once I've got her maxed out. And then skill module number 2, Time of the Hunting Hound. So active 1, Floating Lightning. Unlike Chain Lightning, it hits a smaller number of enemies, but changes to a stacking skill with a reduced cooldown. Active 3, Snare Acrobatics. Gather lightning in both hands and charge forward with force. We saw her kind of dash into a front flip and do a big burst of damage. Deal damage to all targets in the path and cause a powerful explosion at the end to deal damage to nearby targets. Unlike the existing discharge skill, its damage, move distance, and explosion range at the final point increase with the charging stack. Well, it says unlike the existing discharge skill, its damage, move distance, and explode. It says unlike, and then it says the same thing. It increases with the charging stack. So interesting. I don't understand that. I don't know if they're trying to say it doesn't or it does. You can acquire it from Hagios, the Haven, or Frostwalker, and Module Combine. So there you heard it there. Frostwalker and Obstructor are now soloable. You can go get all of your mods from your Transcendent mods for Ines from those two guys. Should be the easiest way to get it if you don't get lucky and get them on the Module Combine. Okay, new content, Void Erosion Purge. So new content, Void Erosion Purge. Added Void Erosion Purge. New dungeon that allows you to challenge increasing more difficult difficulty. A little translation there. Unlock requirements. You need to be Master Rank 18. And then Deslan, it's the quest. The Void Erosion Purge can be accessed via the Infiltrations Operations Terminal or the Void Erosion icon on the world map. Content play guide. So there's a total of 20 stages. Players start at stage 1 and the rest of the stages are locked. After starting the purge, you need to defeat legions to fill the target gauge. Once the gauge is full, the final named boss will appear. Defeat the boss to complete the Void Erosion Purge. Completing Erosion Purge to unlock the next stage. Determination of outcome. Erosion Purge complete. If you complete the mission in the target of 10 minutes, you'll receive the rewards and unlock the next stage. If you complete the mission but exceed the target time of 10 minutes, you will receive the rewards but not unlock the next stage. And then if you fail to complete the mission and exceed all 15 minutes of playtime, you will not receive the rewards and your next stage won't be unlocked. So guys, this is a timed mission. This is a timed mission. You are going to have 15 minutes. I'm guessing that's going to be on the safer and easier side though at the start of the mission, and then it's going to get harder and harder as it progresses, obviously. Okay, public matchmaking. They did say that stages 1, 5, 9, and 13 and 17, you can use public matchmaking. However, if you want to go above 17, which at the start it's only going to be 20, you need to do start private operation only. So if you want to go above 17, you need to get some friends together or join my Discord if you want. It's in the description below if you want to find some people to play with for the new mission. Core items can be acquired, reward info. Core items can be acquired as loot from defeated monsters in each stage or mission completion rewards of each stage. Yep, we knew that. Miscellaneous. Okay, so when a Descendant is killed, you lose 24 seconds. This is interesting. Just like, wow, Mythic Plus there. Frequent deaths may make unlocking the next stage more difficult. So die less, or else you're going to really start to stack up a lot of time loss. A new elite affected by the Legion appears in Void Erosion Purge. RK Obstruction, attribute barrier. Reduces damage from the same attribute by 81%. Ooh. Legion of Darkness. RK Obstruction Fire, Legion of Immortality, RK Obstruction Electric, Legion of Truth, RK Obstruction Toxic. So you need to make sure that you are playing to the weaknesses. This is why faction balance is going to be very important with the faction reactors, So that is going to be, that's why that's pretty important right there. You're going to need to kill elites, and it looks like it's probably going to be rotating. So there you go. And it's Electric, Toxic, and Fire. I don't see any chill. Legion of Darkness is usually weak to chill, so that's very interesting. We got our crafting in. You may see the information of the Vulgus Legion and their elite effects at the Void Erosion Purge stage selection screen, so we'll be able to see what weaknesses rotated in that day or week or whatever they're going to do. Stage 4, 8, 12, and 16 and 20 spawns elites that have crowd control abilities requiring a high level of battle concentration from players. 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. So every single divisible by 4 round is going to have some CC, crowd control abilities, mobs with crowd control. New Defiler. New boss, Defiler. We knew about this. Colossus, new Defiler. You must reach, again, Master Rank 18. Toxic boss. It creates those little kind of like barrels that Devourer has. It charges like a bull whenever it's in that mode with those barrels out. And then it uses electric. You want to use electric to be able to defeat Defiler, obviously just like Viessa or Haley. With the Infernal Walker, it's going to be electric to defeat the Toxic. And then change of ETA 0 intercept battle rewards. So the big question everybody has right here is going to probably be answered. The rewards of the Void Abyss intercept battle exchangeable at ETA 0 have been changed. Added Defiler themed skin and back attachment rewards. You may continue to exchange rewards such as the skin Flamekeeper and the Colossus toys Infernal Walker even after the updates. You can exchange Defiler concept reward with quality certified ETA exchange vouchers that can be acquired from defeating Infernal Walker. So it is confirmed, everybody who is saying that it's not going to be one voucher. It is indeed going to be one voucher, just as I predicted, but I also didn't know for sure, but that was my prediction. It's going to be one voucher. That is beautiful. That means if you farmed up 300 vouchers, you're going to be able to immediately buy one of the skins. That's going to be sweet. The Abyssal Colossus will be featured in rotation during updates throughout the same season. We know that's going to be like a weekly rotation. When the Abyssal Colossus is changed, additional rewards will be added to the Intercept Battle, ETA Intercept Battle rewards, and all rewards applied to the Colossus during the same season will remain unchanged. The Quality Certified ETA voucher acquired within the same season will also remain valid. Both ETA 0 Intercept Battle rewards and the Quality Certified ETA voucher will reset in the next season. If you're not paying attention, make sure you just rewind 5 seconds to read that again. It's very important. Please note that the current Infernal Walker and Defiler rewards, as well as the Quality Certified voucher obtained during this season, will reset with the March update. Okay, that's very important. Okay, changes in the Special Operation. So we know that the Special Operation has been changed from Fortress to Echo Swamp for defense, White Knight Gulch to Stero Land for Mine Blockade, and then the difficulty and rewards have been changed. The difficulty has been increased with a more number of spawning elites and increased rewards and XP. Oh my word. Okay, so they've increased the rewards and increase the EXP, but also increase the difficulty, so this is quite exciting. Fix the continuously spawn elite monsters that were previously spawned at the beginning of the wave at fixed intervals. Oh, okay, so it just continuously spawns no matter what. Super Saturated Solution, an advanced state stabilizer research material to the loot list of monsters from hard difficulty Spec Ops. So we have another reason to run hard Spec Ops. It's going to be to get the material needed to get the advanced shape stabilizer crafted at Ines, which is awesome. Added the support request bulletin. Added support request bulletin. This is just the mission finder if you want to help people out, kind of like a common place for people to go if they need help. It's in a beta state. Keep that in mind. Added advanced shape stabilizer research request. So you can now, we can now craft that. These are the new skins if you haven't seen them already. We've got the Chun-Li kind of look like the two traditional Korean dresses, South Korean dresses, and then you've got the Raiden looking kind of like Ninja Warrior cyber guy. It's pretty sweet. And then they're going over all the skins here. Okay, interesting. Added items list. So it looks like they've added some other skins as well. Like face makeups, hairs. Yeah, head skin, body skin. So they added Ines skins and then like hairs and stuff like that, which is sweet. Nice. It's pretty cool. Okay. A bunch of stuff. Bunch of makeup. Yeah, okay. Cyber Warrior. Nice. Okay. In-game event. Lunar New Year. This is starting as soon as the... Is this starting as soon as the servers go live? Let's see. Weekly challenges and some items in New Year's Luck Shop are renewed every 2 weeks. Week 1 after the 115 update. Yep. Okay. 1 to 2 and then 3 to 4, 129. So it will start as soon as the servers go live, it looks like. Oh, Twitch Drops event. Here we go. The Twitch Drops event will run from 116 at 11 p.m. PST until February 12th at midnight or 11 p.m. PST. Watch the first Descendant live stream, receive rewards. So guys, if you want to follow me on Twitch, I'm going to be live for the basically making videos and playing the game for the first like 2 whole days of the event. And I am going on vacation shortly after, unfortunately, after a couple days, but I'm going to have a bunch of videos pre-recorded and ready to go for the update. And then hotfix 1.2.4 content improvements. So Void Vessel, hard difficulty does not yield Keelan's blueprint codes or materials. Interesting. The refined Void Essence is going to be limited to normal. The Void Vessel hard difficulty is set at target reward. The gauge will not be accumulated any further, so you're not going to be able to cheese it. In the case of items that can no longer be obtained, the target reward will inform you that it is an item that can no longer be obtained. Okay, so at least it won't joke with you. Intact data vault to the container reward that has Keelan's blueprint from normal difficulty. The number of refined Void Essence can be found in broken material storage boxes from normal difficulty has been increased. Nice. ETA 0, added Sigvor's Proof. An old Battle Pass weapon is going to be added to ETA 0. Oh, they're changing the times. Previously... Oh, they're adding a day. So it's going to be available until Monday night. So they're going from Thursday night at 11 p.m. PST to Monday night at 11 p.m. instead of Sunday night at 11 p.m. PST. So they added a day, 24 hours to ETA 0 so that you can get his stuff pretty much 4 days out of the week, which is kind of crazy. And then limited weapons shop. This is where you can get weapons that were available from the previous battle passes. And this is going to be, I think, they said it was going to be Descendant, but I don't know for sure. Weapon blueprints will be available for purchase with support coins, which are earned by completing matches and infiltration operations. Take a quick swig of water. Okay. Increase the magazine capacity of the inversion energy emitter in Evasion Order of Truth from 6 to 8 rounds. So you don't have to worry about not missing a shot now. In the daily invasions, if you miss a shot, you'll still be able to break the tumors or the eyeballs on the door. And then here we go, readjusted the skill performance of some Descendants. So I'm going to look through these. Definitely look through these guys if you want to find out the numbers. But we're going to go over Valby, Jaber, and Luna and see kind of what they did. So let's see the numbers. Let's see if we can look at numbers. Max bullets from Singing Water has been increased from 3 to 5. Duration 10 to 8 seconds. HP compared to Summoner 50 to 70. Explosion damage 908%. Yes, that's going to be for the big bomb with the water play cooldown reduced by 2 seconds. Jeez. And the range has been buffed by a small amount of water play. Transitions have been reduced as far as using other skills after using Bubble Bullet. All the skills, really. And then added the jump ability to the cleanup skill. We knew that. Tidal Wave. Added the ability to jump while using Tidal Wave as well. And increased the collision area due to skill effect range. Nice. So Valby with the changes there. Valby is definitely going to play very good. And then, Laundry Bomb, there's even more. Cooldown has been massively increased. The max bullets have been massively increased. So cooldown went from 30 seconds to 110 seconds. Bullets from 3 to 15. Continuous damage has been nerfed, but the big explosion damage is obviously there now, and it's quite large. It's not 1,000%, so I'm wondering if every single bullet... Or no, that's actually Singing Water. I apologize. That's not Laundry Bomb. I wonder what the explosion damage is going to do of Laundry Bomb. I guess they're not going to show it here, so we're going to have to wait. But it's probably going to be big. Okay. Jaber. Remove the turret retrieval motion. Turrets can now be resummoned without having to retrieve them. And resummoning a turret removes the existing turret. Multi-purpose gun now creates a blast area. Deals damage to targets within 3 meters of the impact point. Oh my gosh. The magazine capacity has been increased from 3 to 12. Jeez. You're going to be able to have a lot of bullets with that thing now. Hitting a turret with the gun now creates a turret zone and recovers the turret's HP simultaneously, regardless of the turret state. Medical compulsion. Yeah, buffed. The turrets are a little bit tankier, but I don't think that's a big thing. Is this Luna? Oh, was that Jaber? They have this all split up very confusingly. No, that was definitely still Jaber, and that was definitely still Luna, so I didn't make any mistakes there. Okay, so Luna, I haven't played Luna pretty much at all, so if you guys want to see the Luna changes, you can check them out there. There's a huge amount of changes on Luna. So yeah, not going to go into all these. It would take quite a while too, but yeah, they've done a lot of changes with Luna. I have no idea what any of this means because I have yet to play her, but I will be playing her soon TM, most likely, but a ton of changes to the way Luna works. So if you're excited for Luna, definitely get in here and check these out. And I might make a dedicated video for Luna sometime this week, but don't know for sure, as I'm going to be putting a lot of time into Jaber and Ines, but that is Luna there. A bunch of different changes, like a whole ton, way more than the rest, like double the amount of text. So yeah, I think that's going to be a lot for Luna. Okay, reactors. Once again, they changed the static reactors. So Echo Swamp, White Knight Gulch, Derek Covert, Hatchery. So Fire and Singular is now going to be Electric and Tech in Echo Swamp, Derelict Covert. And then in Hatchery, it's now going to be Electric Tech. So Hatchery has a Freyna Abort Spam. So now if you want to get an Ines reactor on a static week, you can do White Knight Gulch Hatchery. That's probably going to be the better of the two. UI and user interface. So added copy-paste module loadout features. We knew about that. You can copy modules of a specific loadout, paste them into another loadout slot. Guys, you cannot do this for other people. You can only do this internally with your own builds right now, but they're looking to add this in the future. And then it looks like that's pretty much it. Acquisition window, same items obtained with more than one item from research. Improve the social menu to display the last login times friends are online. We knew that. Fix the cooldown of auto dismantle items to change based on the level. Oh, for the pet. Nice. So now it's at 120 seconds to auto dismantle. So every 2 minutes, your pet's going to auto dismantle if it's at level 30. If it's at level 1, it's going to be 180 seconds. That's a good change. Change the placement and operation of the notification UI for the Fellows auto disassemble items ability. Previously, it was above the minimap to the right. Now it's above the sub attack button in the HUD. So it's right above your melee button at the bottom of the HUD. And then UI will not be displayed in areas where the auto dismantle items ability is disabled, such as Albion, and the laboratory. Balance intercept battles. Okay. The Obstructer and Frostwalker intercept battles can now be entered alone when there are no match players. We do that, so we can solo Frostwalker and Obstructor. And then they changed them as well. Obstructor spawns portals based on the number of players at the start of the intercept battle. Only one is created when there's one player, 4 when there's 4. Reduce the number of spears that come out of portals. Change the number of spears spawned per portal to 20. Okay, so if you don't kill him quickly, then you're going to have to deal with that. I imagine you're going to be able to kill him pretty quickly when he's solo. Reduce the amount of frenzy gauge that void lockdown increases. Yeah. So he's just lowered its HP and shield. So Obstructor got a nerf. We don't know by how much, but it's probably going to be very, very, very easy to solo. Same with Frostwalker, I imagine, because you could almost solo it with Lepic when you're in there alone anyway. Even with Haley, and he's resistant to chill. So he now stays in place to fight during the frenzied state. So you don't have to worry. If you do get him into a frenzied state when he's solo, you can break all of his legs very easily, just like Swamp Walker. The flame status effect has been increased from 30 to 60. Geez, yeah, if we even need that. Reduce the number of Ember status effect. Yeah, the flames, the cooldown status. So he enters the frenzy state less frequently. Guided missiles no longer apply the frostbite status effect on hits. Being affected by the cooldown status effect no longer reduces them. Guys, they were already extremely easy. These nerfs really, like, it just makes it a little bit easier for new players. I think these are kind of old content at this point. They're kind of meant to be at the beginning of your hard mode journey, so I don't think this is a big deal. People were going in there and smoking them anyway, so now it's just a little bit easier for new players to get in and experience these guys and get some amorphous patterns. But adjusted the movement and the guided projectiles fired by Executioner, Pyromaniac, and Obstructor, so they are less likely to follow the Descendant. So less aimbot for all of the humanoid-looking bosses: Executioner, Pyromaniac, and Obstructor. Miscellaneous, and then there is going to be bug fixes at the bottom. Guys, again, I'm not going to go over the bug fixes, so we're going to go over, I'm not going to go over miscellaneous or bug fixes. This would be a really long video if I did, going over every single one. There's a bunch of changes probably there, but that was the meat and potatoes of the update, and that is pretty much it. I will say sometimes a lot of the time you can miss something in miscellaneous or in bug fixes that might be pretty big. So I'm sure people will have them in the comments below as far as what we missed. But yeah, I'm not going to worry about miscellaneous and bug fixes just because I don't want an hour-long video on my hands. But yeah, that's the update. That's the patch notes live again on Twitch. And again, Ines Raya giveaway ×2 tomorrow on stream, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard and 11 a.m. And yeah, the patch goes live here in about 7 hours. So I am going to be live, hopefully right as it goes live. Hopefully it doesn't. I would love for it to go live earlier, but I'm probably going to be sleeping. So yeah, I will catch you guys then. I hope you guys have a great day, night, wherever you're at. And I hope to see you guys then. But yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Peace out. Goodbye.